It finally happened. If you guys don't know, Jake Paul fought Anthony Joshua yesterday, and it was bad. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty bad. As we got through the rounds, the fight started to get better, but it ended tragically for Jake Paul.
So over the last 6 years, we have sat back and waited patiently as Jake Paul knocked out retired plumbers, senior citizens, and former professional athletes who had nothing to do with boxing. In the one fight he had with an Instagram boxer, the guy got dog walked.
For the winner by split decision, Tommy.
But since then, he has been steadily climbing back up the ladder. And to be honest, most of the time, he is still primetime entertainment. Now going into this fight with Anthony Joshua, who was supposed to be Tank Davis, was like going from Weenie Hut Central to the Salty Splatoon. And that's no offense to Tank, but damn, this guy Joshua is just massive.
Bro, I was watching the fight, and I was looking at them when they were walking back to their rings, and back to their corners. Jake Paul walked back to his corner, regular dude back, you know what I'm saying? This man, Anthony Joshua, bro, he looks like a gorilla, bro. His back with like the muscles popping out his back. That the next day I was like, bro, I need to go hard in the gym. I need to go dummy in the gym. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna look like that. It would take a couple of steroid trend cycles, you know what I'm saying, for me to look like that. But shit, that nigga was swole as shit. I was like, oh snap, this nigga Jake Paul in trouble. And the crazy thing is, the difference between him and Anthony Joshua is probably very similar. The difference between Tank Davis and Jake Paul. So I feel like Jake Paul took this to say like just because I'm bigger than you doesn't mean that I'm automatically gonna beat you, or you know what I'm saying? Like, he's trying to prove a point. Hey, point was proven, brother. Point was proven. Tank Davis made the right decision. But anyway,
it's obviously just a whole nother level of...
Not to say that I think he would have beat Tank, because Tank just has so much more experience on him. But there's a huge difference. It's big. Just like he said, it's going from Weenie Hut Juniors to the Salty Splatoon, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Power, and many thought this shit was going to turn into an anime.
Official prediction, what are you actually feeling? You told me yesterday 6-7. I wasn't sure if you were actually being serious.
Yeah, 5th, 6th round knockout. I'm putting him to sleep.
So that was a fucking lie.
Now, even from the start, this should have been like a bad omen for Jake Paul that he was going to lose. Hanging out backstage with 6ix9ine.
That's a W. Guaranteed W. Guaranteed.
Apparently, at this point, 6ix9ine is on probation and potentially house arrest.
Holy shit, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, but I told him
And they're showing off the ankle monitor. And yes, it was just a terrible idea to do the ring walk with 6ix9ine. It's like the 2 or I guess 3 most obnoxious people you've ever seen, with Logan Paul there in the background trying to get his 15 seconds of fame. I mean, seriously guys, Tekashi 6ix9ine's music and the big 2025.
Why was Shaq there? Why'd he put Shaq there? Because he's big? Hey, shout out to the editor, man. They making crazy connections at this point. At this point, niggas is making different types of connections. You know what I mean?
Music in the big 2025. This also should have been another bad omen for Jake, as he would receive the patented Drake curse, as he would put 200,000 of stakes money down for that $1.6 million payout that was never gonna come. Now, throughout the fight, guys, Jake actually did get some licks in. That was probably the best one.
Bro, he was eating them shits though, bro. Like, nasty, just eating them hoes, bro. And the thing is, at the beginning of the fight, like, literally nothing happened. It was like Jake Paul was jumping around the ring, trying to sneak little hits in. You know, whenever things got scary, he just grabbed them. And I'm not gonna lie, if Jake Paul were to continue to do that the whole time, he might have been alright. You know what I'm saying? He might have still lost, but, you know, he might have, you know, left the ring okay. You know what I'm saying? In decent condition. But yeah, he started to gas out, and once that started happening, it's raps for your ass.
And even though he caught the guy more flush, it's like it really didn't do anything, and the counterpunch probably hurt Jake much more there. Here was probably the best jab that Jake had all night. But really, guys, it's like you're playing Pokemon and you're going up against a much higher level. Like, you keep trying your hardest, you keep doing these attacks, and it's just not very effective. And in the first couple of rounds, people were not happy as Jake spent more time on his knees than Monica Lewinsky. Other than that, he was really just kind of running around the ring for his life, ducking and dodging, and pretty much taking a dive anytime that he was in danger. And it got to a point where the referee had to say this.
Rough tactics gotta stop, okay? The fans didn't pay to see this crap, okay? Amen. You're gonna fight, but fight within the rules, okay?
So that really says it all. Fans did not pay to see this shit. We paid to see Jake get flatlined. And boy, did Christmas ever come early, guys. Ooh.
That shit was sick.
Ooh. And
this nigga got hit with the... Nigga got put to sleepers, boy. I'm not gonna lie. It's sad to say, bro. Y'all be in the comments just hating, bro. Be so mad, bro. Be so mad. But I was rooting for Jake Paul, like, not in the sense that I thought he was going to win. After I saw bro was 6'6", 245 pounds, I knew Jake Paul was chopped cheese. However, it was like, as he was running, like, round 6 or whatever round he got, the round before he got knocked out, bro was running around that ring, and I was screaming at my TV, bro. It was like a scary movie, bro. This nigga, Anthony Joshua, or is it Joshua Anthony? This nigga got 2 first names, brother. What the fuck, bro? But anyway, Anthony Joshua, I think, this nigga was hawking this nigga down, and Jake Paul was just running, bro. Nigga was just running. Nigga was like, nigga was on his ass, bro. I was terrified for him. I'm not gonna lie, I was screaming at the TV. In 30 seconds, like, Jake Paul, run! It was funny as shit, I'm not gonna lie. It was A-class entertainment, I can tell you that much.
Obviously, that was the final blow. I do have a couple of angles here for your viewing pleasure. Ooh. He said, woo! I mean, honestly, I don't...
He had his mouth open. When he got hit, you could see his mouth was, like, literally open. And because of that, you know, that jaw really rocked, boy. Hold up. Let's put it on 0.75. Actually, let's put it a little slower. Put it a little slower so we can see that thing super slow motion. You feel me? Look at this.
Blow, I do have a couple.
Look, mouth open. Bro, you knew that shit was coming. You're looking right at him. Look at this nigga power up. You let this nigga power up. Bro. I don't even feel bad for him, bro. I felt bad for him until this one little scene right here, bro. Nigga got the camera dude right here. Nigga, you let this nigga power up, and you ain't even dodge his shit, bro. And as soon as he hits your shit, bro, fucked your shit up, bro. Put your ass to sleep, brother. But anyway, look at that. Look at his mouth, still open. Look, still open. Just ate that shit. Nigga ain't even move his dome, bro. Perfect shot, bro.
Viewing
pleasure.
Oh. He said,
bro was out of there. I'm not gonna lie, I felt bad for a nigga. But then again, he was fighting older. He was fighting senior citizens. You know what I'm saying? He was knocking out, you know, retired basketball players.
Woo! I mean, honestly, I don't even know how the guy stayed up. I thought he was going to do like the Daffy Duck. I mean, the sheer fact that Jake did not get put to sleep by that straight tells you that his chin is actually pretty crazy.
I'm saying.
Ooh. God damn. Now, I don't think the guy had ever been punched like that before in his life. I mean, that's just some crazy power. How about one last one for the kids back home?
Hit with a rocket launcher, bro.
I mean, this still shot, guys, really says it all. I mean, this motherfucker's face is being totally rearranged. Now, after After the fight, Jake would tweet out, "Double broken jaw, give me Canelo in 10 days," showing off this x-ray, and yeah, he got his shit fucked up. Like I said, it was amazing that he did not get put to sleep, so if anything, that's like still the thing that people are going to want to see in the future. And
he didn't get put to sleep because of the fact that his jaw broke. If his jaw didn't break, it probably would have shook his brain a little more in his head, and he probably would have got put to sleep. But before he got knocked out, his jaw broke. Which shows this nigga, I'm not gonna lie, like a lot of people talking shit about Jake Paul. This nigga put years into this shit, and this nigga grinded, bro. He grinded for this shit, even though he got put to sleep. Plus he broke his jaw. I feel like I don't see a lot of, well, I don't watch a lot of boxing, that is. But, you know, the boxing matches I have watched, I ain't seen niggas get their jaw broke. You know what I'm saying? Bro need to drink some more milk. Bro need some more calcium. You know what I'm saying? For bro to get hit like that. Anyway.
I will say I do think he did well enough in this fight that he will still be a pretty big draw, but he can't go back to like fighting bums after this. So yeah. I don't know, maybe the only like person that would be somewhat on his level would be like a Tommy Fury rematch. That's kind of what I want to see, especially now that Jake has more fights under his belt.
Honestly, I don't think this would have went out like that or went down like this if Jake Paul was fighting someone his size. I feel like bro is so much bigger than Jake Paul. But even though size doesn't mean everything, but it's size plus experience, nigga, you're cooked. Nigga, Jake Paul was sitting there waiting for that punch, bro. Looking at bro, wind his shit up, bro. Looney Tunes wind up. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. And it's like, you know, he just doesn't have the same experiences, bro. I saw a post, somebody said Jake Paul was in Disney Channel. He was on Disney Channel when this nigga Anthony Joshua took his first fight, his first pro fight, you know what I'm saying? When he first started fighting and shit, his is it premiere? His premiere fight, whatever fuck. Nigga, this nigga ain't ready for that. He ain't ready for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? He needs some more years under his belt before he ready for that. But honestly, I don't care who it is. A nigga hit you perfect in the jaw, like perfect shot, no fucking block, no nothing. Mouth open by a nigga that's 245? Nigga getting their jaw broke. You know what I'm saying? They should have taught bro, yo, keep your fucking mouth closed when you about to get hit, bro. Anyway.
Now, like I said, Jake spent a lot of time in this fight on his knees. I thought when he got hit below the belt, it was total bullshit. And I don't know why they weren't deducting points from him the entire match. I mean, he had this guy Jake in all types of compromising positions. I mean, I won't even go into detail about what's going on here. And yes, this was pretty much Jake the entire fight, holding on for dear life. And here was where you knew the fight was really over as he started stumbling around. I don't know.
I thought he was joking around when I saw that. I thought he was trying to bait bro into like pushing so that he could, you know, get some shit off. Nah, he wasn't thinking that far ahead. Nigga was really shook. And look at bro smiling. Bro is smiling at him.
If his legs were cramping or what, but it's kind of like watching a, you know, lion hunt down an injured gazelle right here.
Yeah, that shit was sick, bro.
Like I said, just hanging on for dear life to daddy's leg. And this was the exact moment right here that he knew he fucked up. And I do feel like in typical Jake Paul fashion, obviously he wants to sell the fight. But I do think both before and during, he was more concerned with trolling Anthony Joshua than realistically trying to beat him. I guess this is his way of trying to get into Joshua's head, but honestly the guy seemed completely composed throughout the entire preliminary things. And he was really on a mission, like this guy was not going to be stopped. Honestly, I think that he could have beat him much earlier in the fight, but I think he obviously wanted to give the fans a show. And yeah, throughout Jake...
I really think that he wanted to feel Jake Paul out because... Imagine if Jake Paul had a fucking rocket launcher on him. You know what I'm saying? Imagine, you know, he thought Jake Paul was on some bullshit and then this nigga's throwing fucking haymakers. It's like you might get caught lacking if you just straight attack mode. But yeah, he was taking it easy on him the whole time, just slowly chasing him down. But, you know, that's also a part of the game in itself. You know what I'm saying? The sport. Like, Jake Paul is doing a lot of running away from him And he's just tiring himself out. And bro is just slowly walking up to him. You know, like a fucking giant. And then eventually, Jake Paul got gassed out. He was in the corner and got hit with a fucking rocket launcher, boy. One Punch Man for real.
Was just trying to taunt him, but it doesn't really work when you are getting your ass kicked and also running around the ring grabbing daddy's leg. He just kept trying to do this shit with his tongue the entire time.
I know them shits was hurting.
To which eventually Joshua was like, put that bloody tongue back in your fucking mouth. And also next time maybe get a tongue scrubber. And of course, once again, that boy Logan had to rush in there to get his face on the camera. Do I look good in the shot? They did ask him before the fight who he thought was going to win.
Got a prediction for the fight, Logan?
It'll be a knockout for sure. Obviously, I'm saying a Jake Paul knockout, and I don't see this fight going more than 3 rounds, bro.
And obviously,
I feel like there would have been a better chance if Logan was fighting. Because Logan Paul, how tall is Logan Paul? How tall is Logan Paul? Dang. I thought he was taller. What the hecky? Alright, type shit. Hey, maybe he didn't stand a chance either. Nigga was 6'6", bro. 6'6" demon. Dummy mode. Anyway.
obviously I don't blame him for the prediction. He's not going to go against his own brother. But I think this picture tells the harsh reality of what he was really thinking. I mean, I'm sure he was scared to death for the guy. But still, during the fight, he had to be annoying as possible, sitting ringside. Telling him he lost every single round when obviously Jake was getting dog walked. He was in there running a fucking marathon. And I'm telling you guys,
if he had more energy in him though, he could have went the distance and really ran that marathon. But he didn't have the fucking cardio for it. He did not. If he did though, and he just kept running, he might have been able to win. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But like, it's not like a good win. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you know, Mayweather do a whole lot of ducking and dodging and shit. But at least Mayweather, that nigga lethal. You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul, he might be lethal to a nigga his size. You know what I'm saying? But not to a 6'6", 245-pound nigga. I don't think so.
Logan's dedication to trying to steal the spotlight and make things about him, I mean, to me, it's almost like admirable at this point. Like, bro, can you just let your brother be the main character for once? Now, Ryan Garcia would chime in saying, I think that Tank would have done him worse.
Sheesh.
And that's probably just this guy's ego talking. I mean, lately he's been more of a streamer than a boxer. And I think he's really just saying this because obviously he lost to Gervonta. Now,
yeah, I feel like, period, Tank can't generate enough force to break Logan's jaw like that. I don't think so, bro. I don't think it's possible. It's just simple mathematics. You know what I'm saying? He might have done him worse, like got more hits on him and really like duck dodge, you know, hit him more and shit. But I don't think he would have broke his jaw. Nigga got one good shot, broke his jaw. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? And Tank a small dude. Tank a small dude. I'm not gonna lie. For his size, Tank throwing fucking bombs. You know what I'm saying? That nigga throwing nukes for his size. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they equivalent.
Now, I did have to get some side hate action in on this video.
Some side hate.
As they were saying Jack Doherty was up in the nosebleeds. I also found Anderson Silva's knockout of Tyron Woodley hilarious.
Jones, Anderson Silva. I still wouldn't put that past
baiting him with the leg.
I bet they could find a way to make
man.
that happen.
That's an Anthony Joshua-esque right uppercut there, David. Hey, it was
I mean, this guy's got him put to sleep more times than a fucking baby at this point. I honestly think our guy should just stick to acting in Cobra Kai. Other than that, much like the audience here, I did not see this fight, but I did feel bad for this guy because they did not allow him to get a single word in after he won his debut.
Congratulations, Miami, your winner, Keno Marley.
Damn, that's fucked up. And there ain't even anybody in here yet. That's fucked.
We ran out of time, sorry.
He said we ran out of time, sorry.
About a thing.
I also thought this IG clout chaser at the end of the match was...
Bro, I did see this. Bro, Shorty's trying to hop on meat so deviously, bro. Like, actually insane.
hilarious. I mean, god damn, she was fighting for her life trying to get in that shot. Trying to get the perfect story. The face has more plastic than the fucking Atlantic Ocean. This guy was in there drunk as fuck trying to give his girl backstroke, so...
Yo, I didn't think he was gonna go through and just show everything weird about this show. This shit right here, I was like, I don't even think that's his shorty. This shit looked like some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I verbally said, what the fuck? As watching this shit. Because he was trying to stroke her and she trying to pull away. Nigga like, nah, you ain't going nowhere. You gonna take these back shots, bro. You know what I'm saying?
National TV. And yes, this is what Jake is going to be seeing in his nightmares for quite some time. I mean, I do still have to hand it to Jake in a lot of ways for even stepping into the ring. I think the guy was like 30 or 40 pounds heavier than him. Obviously, he's been a world-class boxer in the past. The guy was an Olympic gold medal winner. But yes, I think the only thing left now is to see Jake, like, actually get knocked out cold. Like,
he took that shit. For some shit that broke his jaw, he really did take it. And the thing is, like, Jake Paul need more time. You know what I'm saying? He don't got the same amount of time as bro. And then also, it's like, then again, I don't know. I don't know how dedicated Jake Paul is to this. Because even when you see them stand next to each other, like, let's be honest with ourselves here, y'all. Let's be very for real with ourselves. Look at Jake Paul's physique right here versus this nigga's physique. You know what I'm saying? I imagine a lot of the driving force of a punch comes from your chest. I don't, like, Jake Paul needs to get, you know, bigger. Honestly, if we being for real, I feel like he needs to put on some more muscle. Because this right here, this ain't a fight. This is not a fight right here. You know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. And if you put 5 years into becoming a professional boxer and that's what you're going to do, or you plan on doing for the rest of your life, like this is really what you love, this is really what you want to do, like you got to do more than that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no professional boxer. I feel like if I was 6'1", I'll be a fucking pit bull. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not a pit bull. I'll be like a Doberman. You know what I'm saying? Like a cool little Doberman. Probably not a pit bull. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, hold up. Y'all, come on, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I don't box. You box every day. You should be cut, brother. You should be cut. You should be cut up. Or if you're not cut up, nigga, you just need to be strong as fuck. Like, deviously strong. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be a boxer that isn't fucking ripped. But, you know, all that fat that you have on your body needs to be sitting on top of fucking muscle. And, yeah, I think there's just a huge difference there, man.
Get knocked out cold. Like, the fact that he still remained conscious, I think will keep people interested in his future fights. But yes, the audience did finally get what we all came to see. I want to see Jake fight Tommy Fury next. Y'all let me know down below who you would want his next opponent to be.
I don't know. I don't know if he's going to continue, bro. I really think that Jake Paul, there's a possibility that he calls it quits. Nigga broke his jaw. Like, your jaw is never going to be the same. You know what I'm saying? You broke your jaw in two places. One of them in the picture, it looks completely severed, bro. I don't think that your jaw is ever going to be as strong as it was originally. You know, unless they put metal in your shit. They put metal in your shit. Nigga, iron jaw. You going in that bitch invincible, boy. I'm not going to lie. That might be the... That one might be the play. Nigga put some iron inside his jaw. His shit get sealed up nice, heals nice and good. Nigga probably eating these punches, boy. Nigga, what the fuck? But it also might get a nigga knocked out because the metal in your shit so hard, it might really like wobble your brain for real. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna continue, bro. I think this might have been his last fight. Because why would he play with that shit again? You know what I'm saying? A broken jaw. I'll be scared. I'm not gonna lie. That shit, that'll keep me up at night. Thinking like, damn, I got to fight tomorrow and I already broke my jaw once. What if I break my shit again? That shit sucks. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. I feel like Anthony Joshua, he did his big one. He got the fattest paycheck of his career, I'm pretty sure. I think they both made like 90-something million dollars, bro. Each. 90-something M's, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I would get in the fucking ring with that nigga for 95 M's. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if nobody told you today, I love you. Peace.